Manchester City have just beat Aston Villa 6-1. Fantastic game of football. So enjoyable. I love it. I love seeing City thrash a team like Aston Villa every now and then. The best thing about it wasn't the scoreline. It was the performance. It was the individuals. It was the tenacity. It was the belief in that team. It was wonderful to watch. And it's as good as OneFootball. What a transition. Go download OneFootball in the link in the description below. It's a fantastic app with loads of Manchester City news. And you can dive into all the stats from that game and see Manchester City's total and utter domination of Aston Villa. A wonderful game. Go download the link in the description. Go and download the app in the link in the description below. I promise you, it's absolutely fantastic. But that was good, wasn't it? A really good game of football. I genuinely enjoyed that. I thought today might be a little bit difficult, but what do I know about football? City showed just how good they can be when they really turn up. And it was quite an interesting lineup as well that we started the game with. We saw that basically Sterling dropped to the bench. Gabriel Jesus started alongside Sergio Aguero, who's returned to the starting lineup alongside Mahrez. And in defence, we had Cancelo in for Kyle Walker, Mendy, and then Stones alongside Fernandinho, with Edison back in goal. And then Rodri, David Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. And we controlled the game from the start. Genuinely very comfortable from the start. I'll just talk about the goals overall and the quality. It was the Mahrez show in the first half. Mahrez was fantastic. The Algerian just gets more and more comfortable in this Manchester City team, and that first goal, like 17 minutes in, absolutely delightful. A worldie of a goal as he tore Aston Villa to pieces. Aston Villa to pieces with an incredible individual effort, cut inside and fired it into the near post. Genuinely a bit of magic from a very magic player. And he got his second as well. Aguero did really well to make a bit of space, but then he lost the ball but won it back. David Silva won a tackle in the area which prodded it home to Mahrez, who fired in. Danny Drinkwater was having an absolute mare. He probably really shouldn't have started this game given his lack of match practice, but I'm glad he did. Game over basically after 28 minutes. Aguero with a rocket, the first of a hat-trick, and his other goals were really good as well. His second goal, delightful bit of football from David Silva with a wonderful through pass, and he stepped inside some challenges and found the bottom corner, and his third was just pure Aguero. Mahrez picked the pocket of a defender or won the ball back, one of the two, and he played it to Aguero, who just fired into the near post. Before that, there was also a goal from Gabriel Jesus, which is a stunningly good pass from Kevin De Bruyne. A wonderful bit of play where he kind of burst past the defender, fired it across, and kind of pass that only he can make, and Gabriel Jesus tapped it in. Overall, it was just a fantastic performance. City totally and utterly dominated the game. It was a really shame that we didn't keep a clean sheet. It probably was maybe a penalty. It was dead soft, but I wish we just hadn't put ourselves in that situation in the first place. Gundogan was deemed to have fouled a Villa player, and El Ghazi scored the penalty 6-1, which is a shame we haven't got the clean sheet, but the performance was so good that doesn't taint it by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to talk about Aguero, the tenacity that he played this game with, the hunger for goals, the desire to win the game for Manchester City today was just sensational. He was so sharp from the very first minute to the last. He was genuinely working his arse off. 3 goals of immense quality from Aguero. He broke Alan Shearer's Premier League hat-trick record with his 12th hat-trick, and even surpassed Thierry Henry's record for overseas goals from a player from overseas. And he did it easily with less appearances as well. Aguero is simply a world-class player. The kind of player that people just don't appreciate anywhere near enough. If he wasn't wearing a blue shirt, people would talk about him as one of the greatest to ever play the game. He's that good. People will say he's world-class, but they will almost undermine his ability or what he's achieved for some reason, because maybe if some people don't, I don't know. I don't want to be too conspiracy theorist about it, but Aguero, phenomenal. When you see the work rate today, there was one moment as well that I loved where it was a reverse through ball to David Silva, which was just sublime stuff, the kind of thing you would not see him make years ago, but phenomenal performance today. And I think really he summed up the whole team's entire work rate. What I loved about today compared to the Old Trafford game was the clinical nature of our finishing. We were so wasteful against United, and the rumours were that after the United game, even though that he was very positive in the press, Guardiola apparently ripped into the players in the dressing room for not being clinical enough. And I agreed with him. I totally agreed with him. I felt like we should have won that game 5 or 6-1 as well as today's game. But we didn't have the composure in front of goal. I don't think it was any coincidence personally that Raheem Sterling was on the bench today. I think even though he's tired, I thought he had a shocker against United. And I think Guardiola does not like that kind of wastefulness in goal. We've seen footage on the documentary, the All or Nothing documentary, where he told Sterling that you cannot be that wasteful in front of goal because it will cost the team, and he subbed him off before for that. And I reckon this was a direct response, you know. I think that's where Gabriel Jesus started. And he was good, Gabriel Jesus. He was really good. He was clinical. A wonderful little finish for his goal. Missed another chance or two, but in general, he was good. And likewise, Mahrez just seems to be getting better and better at the moment. 2 good finishes. You got 6 goals there and assists from the guys through the middle. What more can you ask for? De Bruyne as well, magnificent in that first half. Just so good. What an assist for Gabriel Jesus. That's the kind of pass, honestly. I turned to my dad, who was sat watching the game with here, and when De Bruyne got the ball, and he burst forward with that kind of run that De Bruyne does when he's got like a bit of anger in him, and he burst forward past the defender, and I went, oh, he's going to do something here. And then he produced that wonderful cross. Genuinely fantastic. Just so Kevin De Bruyne. That was his 14th assist. He got an early assist as well. He's closing in on Thierry Henry's record. This could be the season that Henry loses all his records from Manchester City players. And you think he needs 6 assists now in like 18 games to match Henry's record. He's going to do it, hopefully. It was 16 games, something like that, I reckon. Fingers crossed he does it, because today he was fantastic. But it shows you how good we are when even De Bruyne, as good as he is, was outshone by other players like Aguero, notably, and Mahrez. Just so good. David Silva was good. Got a really nice assist for Aguero as well. Really nice return to form for him. He helped control the game throughout it. Rodri, once again, fantastic. So composed. An absolute rock. Now, got to be said, Villa made it easy for him, but he still did his job absolutely excellently. He's got an incredible kind of understanding of the game and where he needs to be and all that kind of stuff. And I love Rodri when he's on that kind of form. I thought Cancelo did really well at right back. He got forward really well in general. He reads the game. He adds that kind of dynamism and intelligence down the right, which means we can let Mahrez drift inside. We can let De Bruyne do what he wants, because Cancelo is more than good enough technically as an attacker at right back to let that be an option. Where Kyle Walker, you don't really trust him to be able to put a cross or do anything with the ball in the right wing position, where Cancelo allows that versatility and that freedom for the players to move around. And today he was good. He was really good. Genuinely just fitted into this team and made it so smooth and so cohesive and so dynamic. Likewise, Mendy on the left, I thought once again was good. Genuinely good. He could have had an assist or two. One pass in particular where he picked out, I think it was Gabriel Jesus with a really nice pass, and a couple more where he picked out players. He's so good at those kind of like, almost like the crosses, but they're like really kind of like past crosses in terms of he just finds people so well. He was a good threat and he defended really well. A good game for him. Likewise, defensively, Stones I thought was genuinely really good today. One of his best performances in a while. He did have Lowesley, but what he did with a kind of authority and a conviction that he doesn't always have. A really comfortable performance for him alongside Fernandinho. It was nice to see Otamendi get on for a little bit as well. I don't know why I said it was nice to see, but he did get on, and Fernandinho got a bit of a rest. Foden got on as well. And he was fine, you know, he buzzed about, got a good half an hour spell. Nothing particularly of note from Foden, but it was good to see him get on the pitch as well. Overall, I really like the system that we're playing at the moment. It seems to be working really well. It's nice to see the players kind of adapting to it, and most importantly, picking up some kind of form. We're seeing a lot of dynamism in our play. We're seeing creativity from all angles at the moment, from the left side of the pitch, from the right side of the pitch. We're getting our creative players on the ball loads, and given that the calibre of the games we've got coming up at the moment, we've got like big cup games. I really want to see these next few league games as a chance for City to play their way into this kind of form. So even though the league is kind of gone, we're not going to catch Liverpool. We all know that. It's a good way for us to get sharp and get focused and really learn this system, because this system is working, you know. It really is genuinely working. I like it. I like it a lot. And today, even though there was kind of elements where it looked a little bit closer to the previous ones, there was definitely still elements of that in place today, and it's just genuinely working. And that's all without the likes of Sterling today, who probably got a much needed rest. Then you got Foden on the bench, you got Bernardo Silva on the bench, a genuinely quality bench there. And then you got Gundogan coming on, giving away the penalty, which is, it was soft, but whatever. But then you got to consider the fact that we got Laporte coming back soon. He's in training. And he'll be back in the team within a couple of weeks, and Sane maybe starting next month or something like that. It's really good, isn't it? Today was just about the team, and what I was really impressed with today overall, though, was just the work ethic of the team. Aston Villa did make it easy for them. Aston Villa were absolutely abject throughout, really, genuinely really poor, and Drinkwater had a mare, and they were masters of their own downfall sometimes, but City were clinical today, and the work rate was absolutely fantastic. The amount of times Villa did try and get it out, and we closed them down, or we forced them into giving the ball away really sloppily, we made their problems for them today by being so intense. Now, the game could have been over, and it was over at half-time, but we still kept pressing, we still kept creating chances, and we still showed that same intensity. And I bet Guardiola is absolutely delighted for those reasons today, because this is a team that didn't want to just kind of give up when we went 4-0. We wanted to we smelled blood and we went after it. And I'm really happy about that. Final word once again for Sergio Aguero. Like, to break 2 records today, it's so good. Like, you forget how good he is sometimes. It's going to be so difficult to replace him. he's just a fantastic player that genuinely bleeds blue blood. He cares about this club so much. He cares about Manchester City. And also, how good does his hair look with that shirt? Looks really cool today. It's just a great honour to watch him play football. And it really breaks my heart to think that he's probably going to be gone in like 18 months or so, maybe. But we've got to keep giving these games. He's going to keep scoring goals. He's going to keep hunting down these records. He could be as high as second in the Premier League top goal scorers if he's scoring goals at a similar rate 18 months from now. He's got Rooney to beat. He needs like 33 goals or 31 goals, something like that now. Hopefully he can get there. It's just little things like seeing how pissed off the players were at the end, even though we won 6-1. They were so disappointed to concede, and that is the exact kind of thing that makes me think this season isn't over yet, We've got playing to play for. Not that it ever was, but you know what I mean by that. They do care. They clearly do care, and we could win a few trophies. Anyway, that was good, wasn't it? And even better, during that, I got a text from a friend, a really good friend of mine, saying they just got engaged as well. During the game, I was like, oh, come on, lovely stuff. What a lovely day. I know there's been no videos for the past few days, by the way. I've been very busy as well with my own engagement stuff, like the wedding stuff's taking over in my life a little bit, but that's slowing down a bit now because we're getting the venue booked and food booked and wedding update apparently on the channel, but it's been busy for the past few days. But the videos will be back in numbers this week, don't worry about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game. I did absolutely loads. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all the usual stuff. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Manchester City 6, Aston Villa 1. That was good fun, wasn't it? You can't beat a good spanking sometimes. Don't be... Can't say that.
A good spanking. Why did you think that was an old thing to say?
Because he spanked him. I'm not going to put that in the video. We could put this at the end of the video.